Hola. What's up, everybody? Good morning. This live feed has been going on for a while. I didn't realize until now. I was just randomly browsing because I knew and I had heard that this wasn't going to be streamed, but I didn't expect them to be outside. So I don't know if it's over, it's still happening. I don't think they allowed cameras. To me, this looks like one of the guys. Courthouse Cat, thank you for the 5. Says hi, Mel in chat. The world has gone crazy. Love you. Thank you. Yeah, this is definitely. I think this is Grandma's boyfriend. Looks like him. I don't know. Let me see. Pull up the picture. Good morning. I hope your dads are doing all right, having a decent day. I was dealing with some weird stuff with had maintenance here at the house. AC has a leak. You know, whatever. Okay. Yeah, definitely that's the guy right there. This is Grandma, alleged killer Grandma, and the boyfriend of Grandma. That looks just like him to me right there. Looks like it's being extracted or coming out. Excuse me. AFDA Channel 8. Is this the same thing I'm watching or something else? Let me see. AFDH. Boom, boom, boom. Let me mute it. Watch live. They got weather on one place. It's what their YouTube page has. And our notifications working. We've had a lot of weird issues lately with YouTube, whether it's notifications. It's just, okay, it's the same feed. Okay, cool. Oh, look at that. People taking pictures. Wow. Got a crowd outside. Let me see earlier if they showed somebody else coming out. Oh, look. Oh, no. Those are just people. Okay. I wonder what they're waiting on the rest of the people to come out. Donnie, what's up? So the notifications work today. Okay, good. Last night, YouTube was weird. And so things like that are just going to happen. Nothing I can do about it. Just got to roll with the punches when it happens. So, but it seems like today those issues are at least fixed. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, and angry grandma. They're coming with the next one. Oh, the next one's coming. Okay. Let me check if there's any updates with this whole. I think I sent myself some videos. I wonder what today's hearing was. Was it just like, bond or finding out the next dates for hearings? I can play this audio actually.
From our News Nation headquarters in America's heartland, it is time for News for All America. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kelley. Has been on the ground. Kanas Mothers will appear in court for the very first time this morning. Now, this comes as the judge who spoke to News Nation about their deaths is being asked to resign.
Oh, yes.
Veronica Butler and Jilian Kelley disappeared last month.
And that was interesting. We spoke about that last night when we were having issues. The judge had an interview with Brian Entin, and he said he was good friends with one of the guys. Trying to remember which guy was it, Twombly or something? I don't know which one it was. I forgot. Officially charged and says and arraignments. I was actually going to do a members live this morning, but got caught up doing stuff in the house. I'm trying to get things done this week because I think next week the Karen retrial should be starting. Who's that? Which one was that one? Oh yeah, that's the other one. That's grandma's friend, the lady that's married to the other guy. She's wearing the same glasses too. That's her right there on the left. Good morning. How you guys doing? Next one.
Along a road while on the way to pick up Butler's children for a supervised visit. Investigators say Butler was in a custody battle with her children's grandmother, Tiffany Adams, who's now one of those 4 suspects charged. Stephanie Haynes joins us now live. So, Stephanie, so many twists and turns in all of this. What are we expecting in court today?
What's that?
Hey, Kelley, good morning. Court records show that all 4 suspects will go before a judge today at 9:30. And sadly, Kelley, these court records also show us that today was the day Veronica Butler was supposed to go to court and get expanded visitation rights to see her children from Tiffany Adams, who is the custodial grandmother of those children. And so now it is really coming clear that investigators believe that this custody battle plays a strong motive in this entire tragedy. So Tiffany Adams, the grandmother of those children, her boyfriend Tad Cullum, and Cole and Cora Twombly are all charged with first-degree murder, kidnapping, conspiracy to commit murder of Veronica Butler and Jilian Kelley. Footage shows police on Tuesday towing away this white trailer from a property Cullum allegedly had ties to, and witnesses say that they saw that same trailer in the area where the women disappeared. Court records showed the 16-year-old daughter of the Twomblys revealed that all 4 suspects were part of this anti-government group called God.
Really good on that girl. Oh, that's this grandma. What the guy say last night? She looks weathered or something, or I forgot what he said. the FBI agent on Nancy Grace. She really did age. Somebody had posted a picture of I think it was on Facebook from like what she looked like 8 years ago to now. Some people were saying maybe substances or alcohol, which is substances. Somebody they're posting out on Facebook. Now, let me see what they're saying here. So one of the suspects that came out earlier, they believe he has a mark on his face. I don't know, because sometimes with camera and shades, things can look like something that it's not. But I'm going to show you this right now. They're putting this out on Facebook. So they circled that and they're saying that maybe that's a bruise. Maybe, like, you know, the things didn't go as planned. Maybe something happened. I don't know. Ooh, say how y'all gonna come look busted? Somebody out there in the crowd said, how y'all gonna come looking busted? We got the news out here. Oh, shit. God's children, right? Leatherface? Oh my God. I know people in their 50s that look amazing. And, you know, no surgery or nothing like that. Just like maybe just taking care of themselves. I gotta get back in shape because oh man, I really slacked off. I took off, I think, like 2 weeks. I gained all this weight. I'm gonna go again today. I went yesterday, did a little jogging and hit the gym. I'm gonna go again today. I'm gonna start doing it every day because I need my energy. I'd be on point. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's keep listening to this. I have a couple of extra videos too. We could hang out extra when this is done. Just different things. Sometimes in the morning when I wake up, I start seeing different clips and newsfeed stuff, and I'm like, I send it to myself. I'm thinking, all right, let me show them. Let's watch this together.
God's Misfits. The group reportedly met at the Twombly home weekly. Authorities saying a fifth person attended those meetings but has not been arrested. And not much else is known about this group or its origin. And so News Nation has been on the ground talking to people in town, talking to people who knew the suspects. Even this local judge who had no idea about the group and was there when authorities raided the home of Tad Cullum. He spoke with News Nation's Brian Enton and then was asked to resign after that interview.
It's such a tragedy close to home.
So obviously this cost this judge his job. I mean, maybe he'll still get his benefits and stuff, but they forced him to resign.
Home. You hear about these things on the news, you see all this stuff, but when you're this close to the fire, it's a whole different story.
Cora Twombly allegedly told her daughter that they were going on a mission the morning Butler and Kelley went missing. That's according to the records. And this wasn't the first time that there was this alleged attempt to go like after Butler. There was a stakeout of Butler's home in Hugoton, Kansas back in February. The bodies of the two mothers were discovered about 8.5 miles away from where their car was found abandoned. They were found on a private property in a hole with hay. And that property, investigators say, Tad Cullum was renting for cattle grazing. Meantime, the father of these two children in this case was in rehab at the time of the disappearance, and authorities say that those children have been found safe. Kelley.
Wow, that's the good news. A lot to untangle.
Witchy Poo, good morning. Lauren, how you doing? Yeah, that was kind of weird. Lauren, this guy, the judge, besties with one of these people in a group, and the one of the four, and that he didn't know about this. What was the name? God's Misfits. He didn't know about God's Misfits in a small. I can't imagine what it must be like to be in a town that small, 300 people or less. Actually, less than 300. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody's in your business. Is it fun? Would that be cool? Is it drama? Is it constant drama all the time? Yeah, I mean. What if you just want to go out to eat and just enjoy some time by yourself? Can you do that in a town like that? What if you got beef with somebody? There's no, you know.
And we welcome now.
There was this video that came out a couple hours ago by News Nation titled "Missing Kansas Mom's Case. Prosecution Needs One Suspect to Flip," attorney says. And I was thinking, I'm still thinking about that fifth person that was mentioned on the probable cause affidavit. I mean, like, is that going to be the person that gets the snitch? I mean, they already have the daughter. Maybe the daughter's enough. I really want to know the circumstances of how they got these women to, especially that one of them was carrying, how they got them to stop. I think they blocked off the road, but how they got them to like get out of the car because the blood is outside of the vehicle. My friend was telling me probably the worst thing was to get out of the car. It seems like they used Jillian's gun against her. Canadian grandma, I have stuck with it after the challenge. You lost over 18 pounds? Damn, good for you. You're doing amazing. Tammy did spectacular too. I'm glad she won the challenge. Honestly, when I took her to the gym yesterday, I didn't go too hard. I even feel a little sore from that. But I use the things that I learned from the app at the gym. It's gonna like slowly ease myself back into being active after. By the way, the missing kids that we were talking about last night as well. This is why I say sometimes with Amber Alerts, I even talked about it last night. I used to like jump on it to do a whole video or live, and there'd be times literally as I'm covering it, the kids are found. and then I use it for notification, and and then what? You got to make another video to update it and go back and using up all this stuff. So depending on the circumstances, I don't always jump on it. I'll like tweet it out. I'll put a post out there. Maybe I'll do a community post, whatever. But the kids were found, which is amazing. Still kind of sus. We don't know the story. The mother posted today. She went off snapping. I forgot what was her page's name. Only God can judge me. I was finding those people kind of only God can judge me. I'll do all kinds of wild shit because only God can judge me. Anyway, so the mother posted. Let me just keep this low. Only God can judge me. This was 10 hours ago. I'm glad the kids are safe. One of my friends was thinking, like, damn, is this a Carly Russell 2.0? Because the town that these kids drove to, Selma, Alabama, let's go, or yeah, Selma, Alabama. Let me double check that. Everything's like a blur now. I don't know. Yeah, Selma, Alabama. That town was full of like family and friends. So she says, long post, y'all, my concern when my kids was missing and still not that they. My concern when my kids were missing and still not that they are found, but I will speak on this and say this once. If you don't know what you're speaking about, then shut the F up. Because for one, a lot of you mother effers don't know what goes on in my house and still keep putting pieces together. Since ish ain't adding up, it's a lot of ish. Y'all trifling mother effers do that. Don't add up, but you will not make me look bad when I know that people around me knows my house. Just like the school, no child left behind. My kids barely get whoopings. My kids get any and everything, so abuse is never the case. Just try having a grown-ass teenager. Which, you know, I have no idea what that's like, bro. I ain't gonna play. I'm not there yet. You know, I have a young girl, young daughter. And I can't imagine, you know, my sister didn't go crazy like that, stealing cars. My sister had a moment when she was growing up, but just staying in her room type of thing, not stealing a whole car. Hold on, somebody else coming out. Y'all mother effers. I get it though. Facebook is kind of brittle. They work using her all kinds of stuff. The family has a weird history, though, you know, somewhat. I wonder if the cops are investigating and looking into the disappearance. By the way, did you guys see like the weather in Dubai? What in the hell? I gotta pull up some video clips. Dubai rain. It looks like the end of the world over there. Oh no. Oh, just a random person. Everybody has the cameras pointed waiting. It's just a random person. I guess. I wonder if that's normal out there, like that weather. Maybe it is. I don't know. Oh no! Wait, look. It says storm dumps heaviest rain ever recorded. Saw some other crazy stuff on Twitter. Wind is kind of out. Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I saw this weather. Here, check this one out. There she is. Hey, who's that? Same. I feel like I've seen that face twice. Amy says, I heard they got a year's worth of rain in 24 hours. Wow. Don't say anything crazy. We're live.
Which one?
Say it ain't so. Google employees arrested after occupying Cloud CEO's office. Amazing. Maybe that's what happened last night. A small number of pro-Palestine workers demanded Google to stop working in Israel. Wow.
Sorry, some of my stuff's over there.
They cut it off. Okay. Let me try to wrap up some of the updates. I guess I don't know if they're gonna, how long it's gonna take for them to put out what happened inside the courtroom today. But let me finish this clip here a couple hours ago.
Suspect in this case, and that murder came roughly 10 days after Butler petitioned for full custody of her children. So how do you see that timing coming into play in this case?
Well, that timeline definitely gives us an idea as to who to go to, who will have possible motive, who has the most to gain from this woman being killed. So I think that gave the law enforcement in this case an ability to have some leeway as to where to go, where to focus their investigation.
I think that's all pretty obvious for the most part. I still don't understand why these two people, Cole and Cora, I mean, I know they're all in the same cult or whatever, but why they decided to tag along with these people to commit allegedly this murder.
Because usually that is not the case. Good thing for law enforcement that they were actually able to narrow in on this woman because of her possible motive. And again, with these charges, motive does not need to be proven. However, motive does provide for a prosecutor a reason to prove a person's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. That will be evidence that they'll be able to provide ultimately to a jury to convict these four individuals.
Ooh, I forgot. By the way, everything's just coming to me. Giggle Beach murder suspect. They're having a hearing today at 1:30. I'm not going to be in the house, but I will be back by like 2 something. I guess I could stream it after if people are interested in that.
Well, and it seems interesting to me that all of these four individuals charged with the same charges, as you outlined, a potential motive for Adams in this case appears to be the clearest. What do you believe will be the legal strategy moving forward here? Do you think the prosecution is working to set up an attempt to try to get one or more of these suspects to essentially flip on the others?
Absolutely. As a former prosecutor, when you're talking about 4 defendants involved in a murder, usually you try to see, depending on the strength of the case, of the evidence that you already have, whether there's a necessity for you to try to flip, try to get one of the defendants to cooperate against the others. Because my understanding is that there's no video of this incident that took place. There is corroboration in the terms of phone records and being able to link it with internet searches, as well as testimony possibly from a 16-year-old, one of the 16-year-old kids in this case. However, in any prosecution, nothing is guaranteed when you present it to a jury. So you want to try to get as much evidence, as much information as you can. And the best information that you can get is from someone that is involved. Of course, juries don't love it. However, sometimes you have to try to get someone to flip to try to make out and get a better understanding of what actually happened.
So, Bernarda, unfortunately, we only have about 30 seconds left, but I have to sneak this question in here. Our very own Brian Nenton, he spoke with a municipal judge who's a friend of one of the suspects. And after that interview, the mayor who appointed him asked for his resignation. Keep in mind, this judge had nothing to do with this case that's now unfolding. What does that tell you about the politics happening in the background, the potential power these suspects may wield while they're being held in custody?
Yeah, that shows us a lot. But also it could be because they don't want that appearance of impropriety. Like, they found this man was at the location. The judge was at the location where a search warrant was being executed. So they don't want the public questioning as to whether this judge was involved, what his involvement was, what his connection was to these individuals. And quite honestly, from his interview, it seemed that he was very surprised of these charges, of that this man, his friend, could have been involved.
Yeah. All right. Makes a lot of sense. Bernarda Villalona, we'll follow it. Thank you so much for weighing in.
Okay. Let me just check real quick to maybe if they have any kind of updates as far as what happened in court to these 4 suspects. Nothing really yet. Okay, we'll wait for that. We'll talk about other stuff in the meantime. Let me see latest. Give it a second. Okay. All right. We'll give it a little bit for that to update. Sarah says in the chat, check out Sade Robinson. So crazy. Okay. Let's see. 19-year-old. Wow. All right, let's check this out. People turning up dead everywhere. Body parts found in Milwaukee County. Accused killer's home searched again. Search for Sade Robinson's remains continues. Okay. Investigators returned to the Milwaukee home of her accused killer on Tuesday, April 16. The sheriff's office confirmed investigators returned to Maxwell Anderson's home for a follow-up search. A crowd of Robinson's loved ones and supporters were there calling for justice. 2 of Robinson's cousins told Fox 6 News that they were disappointed that decorations from a Monday pink out were torn down. Okay. Prosecutors said GPS technology placed Robinson at Anderson's home near 39th and Oklahoma. On the night she disappeared, Anderson is accused of killing and dismembering the 19-year-old woman after their first date. Wow. We're not stopping until she's found. Jackie Robinson's cousin said, somebody got to speak up. We need pressure on them. It is pressure that Robinson's mother desperately wants applied as she visited a new memorial at her daughter's longtime job, Pizza Shuttle. So, is this guy, we're going to look up some more. Is he arrested? Let's see. Let's watch the video.
Emotions are certainly running high in the community as the search for Sade Robinson's remains continues.
Fox 6's Bria Jones joins us live now after learning investigators back out at Robinson's accused killer's home today.
That's right, Ben. The sheriff's office is now confirming that investigators did return to Maxwell Anderson's home earlier today. Along with them, a crowd of Sade Robinson's loved ones and supporters calling for justice.
Oh, wow. That's what this guy looked like? I don't know. I'm assuming this is this guy. Let me show you some of these pictures. "5 p.m. update just confirmed to me their team is conducting a follow-up search. Crime scene tape up around the accused killer's Maxwell Anderson's home." This is the crime scene. I guess this is a picture of him. On the first date. Wow.
What's her name? Say her name!
Outside the place she may have taken her last breath.
I said, what do we want? What do we want?
Chants of justice for Sade Robinson were yelled from the street outside her accused.
Is it Wisconsin to Jeffrey Dahmer's place? Or one of his places? Oh, Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee. Yep. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah.
Accused killer's home.
We just want to find her body. We just want to have some closure so that we can have a decent funeral for her.
Returning to Maxwell Anderson's home, some of Robinson's family. Two of her cousins telling Fox 6 they were disappointed these decorations for Monday's pink out were torn down.
It was sad. Just out of respect, that felt like as the family, they should have kept it up a little bit longer. But we expected it.
However, they were pleased to see law enforcement back at the home Tuesday afternoon. Fox 6 cameras were rolling as investigators went in and out of the house. The Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office telling us a follow-up search of the residence was being conducted.
Dude, this is wild to see this. So Sade went on a date with Maxwell Anderson. They went back to his home after dinner around 9:20 p.m. Between that time and early Tuesday morning, Sade was dismembered by Anderson. April 2nd, Robinson's car was found torched. The same day, a severed leg was found in Warnemount Park and Cudahy. Sade's family is still looking for the rest of her body. Wow. Anderson was charged Friday with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and arson. Oh. Show you the pictures here. Young woman. Wow. It's the guy right here. Looking miserable. Damn, bro. KK girl says extremely emotional court hearing for four suspects accused of killing Kansas mom. Victims' family members had to be held back as suspects were brought into the court. Wow, thank you. Sade? All right, thank you. Damn. But he said, seriously, we're all wanting to know why, but we know why because racism still exists. That's one. And second, he feels like he'll get away with it like the rest has in this lifetime before there's no justice. Until we do our own justice, let them feel how our ancestors and families feel. Well, I mean, his ass got caught. Let me see what else. So this is the man's home. New at noon, a pink tribute for Sade. at the home of the man prosecutors say killed and dismembered have been removed. So I guess at this guy's house, they've set up this like pink stuff, I guess, in memory of her. That is wild. So I guess they're searching for the rest of her. Wow. Here's the arrest. This was 4 days ago. Oh, I'm only hearing about the story today. Cell phone video captured the arrest of 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson in Milwaukee. There we go. There's no audio, but wow. I want to know too, is this his first time killing? Doing this to somebody? Imagine being neighbors with this guy and seeing him on a daily. Hey, good morning. Having a neighbor like that. Let's see. Family of friends and okay. I'm gonna send this to myself so we can watch it together. And actually, hold on. DM tweet. Okay. So we got a video coming up too. What a jacked up story. This is what it looked like too.
And strangers coming together to remember 19-year-old Sade Robinson.
Sade. Dot Art Tart in the chat says he had a sex dungeon allegedly.
Sade is me. She's all of us. She's every little girl that wanted to be loved.
According to prosecutors, 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson killed and dismembered the 19-year-old after the two went on a first date.
It could have been any one of our daughters. She was just going on a date. Who expected it to end like this?
Last week, yellow crime scene tape stretched around the perimeter of Anderson's home. Monday night, a flood of pink. Pink tape wrapped around trees. Pink balloons filled the front porch, and pink spray paint spelled out justice for Sade.
I'm a fashion designer, and I've had this pink corduroy fabric forever with nothing to do with it because I had never assumed I would do anything with pink corduroy, and what better thing to do with it?
So I don't know if this guy came and removed the stuff. You know, did he bond out or something? Or did family come in? You know, remove this stuff. Also, did this guy live alone? That's what I want to know too.
What do you want the message to be?
That she was loved.
Community members like Dee Dee Davis and Nicole Green say they didn't know Robinson, but that didn't matter.
If it happens to somebody else's child, it might as well have happened to mine.
We need to just be out here and support the family with peace, kindness, and compassion, and let the Lord do the revenge. But we need to search for her.
The new search for remains in the killing of a 19-year-old Milwaukee woman. Prosecutors have charged Maxwell Anderson with homicide, mutilation, and arson in the death of 19-year-old Sade Robinson. She was last seen on a date with Anderson April 1st. On April 2nd, someone found a severed leg in Cudahy's Warnemont Park. Prosecutors say DNA evidence shows that it is Robinson's. Remains found in other areas have not yet officially been linked to Robinson. As 12 News' Emily Polfall reports, Robinson's family and friends are looking for more volunteers in the search.
Now we want y'all to look up the bluff and down on the ground. Y'all know what y'all looking for? Yes. Okay. I just want to warn you.
Grit and determination through grief. Another day of searching for Sade Robinson's remains and searching for closure for her family.
I think everybody's just overwhelmed.
Tracking through water and mud, Robinson's cousin sits in Warnemont Park after searching all day, too exhausted to go on camera.
It's just tiring because we're not getting anywhere. But our family needs peace and we need closure, so I don't want to stop.
a group of about 20. They're searching places mentioned in the criminal complaint of Robinson's suspected killer, Maxwell Anderson, accused of scattering her body parts across Milwaukee County.
The search party spent most of Saturday looking here in Warnemont Park. People we spoke to say they came out to help search to try to bring peace to Robinson's family.
It was really hard terrain, and you kind of have to be a madman to do it well.
This is Robinson's friend Josh.
Like, I felt compelled to do that. I owed that to her.
The pair met at Pizza Shuttle, where Robinson worked.
She was gorgeous, and her smile could like brighten anyone's day, and she just had that personality where she could cheer you up.
The group is still learning how to organize a widespread search party, and they're doing it with little help.
I've never been part of a search or anything like this before.
People want to get on the water because obviously she might be in the water and we don't have the resources.
In Warnemont Park, Emily Pofall, WISN 12 News.
The Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's horrible. And you have to organize a search effort like that. The logistics. There was a video I watched quite a bit ago about this guy that was talking about how searches used to be done back in the day, and how it was just really difficult. They had to come up with all these strategies because people were walking over the same area, or people were like, it was just like mass confusion because sometimes searchers would go to one area and then somebody else would come to the same area and find something and think that it's something, but then it's actually from some other searcher. Like, it's just be so messy if it's not organized. So I can imagine. And so for Robinson, all they found was a leg, I guess. They said. And there's this article from Independent. It says a college student told friends she was excited for a first date. Not her first date, but for a first date. And part of her dismembered body was found on a beach a day later. So she's 19, and she arranged to meet up with a man at a Milwaukee seafood restaurant on the evening of April 1st. Sometime later that night, she sent a snap message to a friend from a bar nearby. It was the last time she was seen alive. And then the next day, police were called after a passerby discovered a severed leg. The limb was cut off just below the hip socket. It appeared to have been sawn off, and the toes on the feet were painted with pink nail polish. Wow. Robinson, who had dreams of pursuing a career in criminal justice, was reported missing that evening by a concerned friend that was concerned when she didn't show up for work and wasn't answering calls. That friend showed officers the snap, placing Robinson at Duke's on Water Sports Bar, which was the last contact they had with her. Investigators discovered that Robinson had arranged to meet with the 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson at the Twisted Fisherman Seafood Restaurant at around 5 p.m. I love seafood, she had written to him in some of her last text messages. Surveillance footage from the restaurant showed the pair sitting at the bar enjoying drinks for around an hour before leaving together. Anderson was later identified as having been an employee at the bar. Anderson was later identified as having been an employee at the bar. I thought she worked at a pizza thing, or a pizza shuffle thing. Maybe she had two jobs? What this article says. Let me show you guys. I don't know if I'm reading it wrong, but identified as having been an employee at the bar. I don't know. Another friend of Robinson's told detectives that after learning of her disappearance on the news, she had used a phone app to look up her location. The last recorded location placed Robinson's phone in, Warnemont Park in the early hours of April 2nd. So where the leg was found, the phone's last location was there as well. So maybe in that area he disposed of the body. I guess cops are not helping search. I guess they're on their own for this. I wonder if they're doing any kind of search, police. So I just want to see what the area looks like too. Let me pull it up for you guys. Okay. I mean, the thing is, I don't know if he like, because they said it was found on the beach, the leg. You know, could he be discarded of the parts in the ocean? If that's the case, may never find it. Because I would, maybe the leg washed up on shore. I mean, there's quite a bit that they can search. It's a lot, though. Oh yeah, they got a lot though. I mean, it's huge. Hopefully, if somebody else sees something, they report it. But I wonder if he tried to get rid of it in the ocean. Oh, he worked there. Okay. 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 So his location, his phone was there. Okay, got it. Which is, well, I mean, no. Robinson is the girl. Because this last line here, let me read this again. Oh, Anderson. Okay, there you go. Never mind. Don't listen to me, guys. You're right. I'm tripping. Anderson and Robinson. Okay. So Robinson's last phone location was at this park. Anderson was arrested April 4th and charged with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and arson charges relating to Robinson's death. Here's a picture of this guy. Holy crap. Data collected from the phone location tracking app provided by friends, and Robinson's mother gave a more detailed picture of the young woman's movements on the evening of April 1st, according to the criminal complaint against Anderson filed by the Milwaukee County Circuit Court. Surveillance footage from Twisted Fisherman had shown the pair meeting at around 5:20 p.m., where they stayed until 6:24 p.m. Anderson had told a bartender that the meeting had been a first date. That's just wild to me. That, like, this guy literally takes her to the place where he worked or works, even sees his coworkers and shows her there. There's cameras there. And you take her back and kill her? And didn't think these people were going to, like, link it back? According to police, an employee of the building where Robinson lived said she would frequently see and speak with the victim, who told her that she had been excited for the date. From 6:29 to 6:35, Robinson had traveled to the area of Dukes on the Water, where she appeared to have stayed for around 2 hours before heading to the address on South Oklahoma Avenue, later determined to be Anderson's. Location data appeared to show that Robinson had stayed at the address for almost 3.5 hours before the device, so that not that long. I mean, I wonder if he immediately got to it. Did he drug her? Like, did he offer her a drink at the house? You know, like on some Jeffrey Dahmer shit? Because Jeffrey, he used to, like, drug his victims. I believe he would offer them, like, a drink. He'd mix something in there, and then they'd be incapacitated. The device was moved north to an area of Kern Park by Milwaukee's River around 1 a.m. From there, the phone traveled south to Warnament Park, so this area would be kind of an interesting place to look as well. From there, the phone traveled south to Warnament Park, where it remained stationary and eventually ran out of battery at around 4:35 a.m. So, okay, that's telling. A police report noted that the final location in part of the park that encompasses the location where the leg was discovered. Around 3 hours later, at 7:32 a.m., members of Milwaukee Fire Department responded to a vehicle fire in the west part of Milwaukee near Washington Park. Firefighters found that the vehicle, a 2020 Honda Civic, had sustained extreme fire damage. Okay. So he burns the car, dismembers her. I guess dismembers her at the house. Then Washington Park. All right, hold on. Let's see something. Okay, so we got the Ornament Park here. Then we got Kern Park's a bit away. We got Kern Park, and then we have Washington Park. Oh, he went to different places. He really mixed it up. Address on South Oklahoma Avenue. I don't have his address. Let's see. Milwaukee. I don't know where his address is, but so Kern Park, Ormond Park, and then Washington. So at 1 a.m. he went to this from his house to Kern Park up here. There was Kern Park around 1 a.m. From there, the phone traveled south to Ornament Park. So about 20-some, maybe 20-some miles down. Oh no, yeah, all the way down here, Ornament Park, by the beach. And then from there, the phone traveled south to Ornament Park, where it remained stationary and eventually ran out of battery. That's where the report noted the final location was part of the park that encompasses the location where the leg was discovered. Then 3 hours later, Milwaukee Fire Department responded to a vehicle fire in the west part of Milwaukee near Washington Park. So Washington Park, from all the way down there, and he comes all the way back up here, if this is the right place. Another park. He likes the parks. And that's where the vehicle was burning. So he could have been at a whole bunch of different locations. So the police responded to reports of a human leg being found on the bluffs at Ornament Park around 5:30 p.m. April 2nd. First responders were led by the citizen who called the police to the leg. I can't imagine finding something like that. I know, right? The family just finding body parts, right? Responding deputies located the right leg of what appeared to be a black female, which was severed just below the hip socket and appeared to be sawn off. The complaint noted that the toes on the feet had pink nail polish and the leg did not appear to be decomposing. The individual who made a gruesome discovery told investigators that he and a friend were walking towards the beach and they saw the leg on the north of Ornament Pump House at the shoreline. Reported that the area where the leg was found located contains a bluff that is approximately 100 feet tall. The leg was originally found about 2/3 on the way down the bluff towards the water's edge. That's what I was talking about. So I didn't know there was a bluff there. I don't know if it sounded like he tried to throw the body into the water. That's what it sounds like. A bluff is like, in case anybody doesn't know, it's like this kind of like rock ridge. Kind of like, you could almost think of it as a cliff almost. Bluff by the beach. Let's see if I can show you guys a picture. I think that's what it is. I don't even know. Yeah. 100 feet. It's not, I guess it's not that tall. 100 feet? Well, let me show you a picture. This is a stock photo. Something like that. So they're saying they found the leg like part of the way down. To me, that almost indicates like he had already dismembered the body and he was like chucking it. You know. Thing is, I don't know, did he go to multiple locations or did he just chuck it from this one area? And, you know, what are the chances if it did reach the water, is it going to float back? Or animals going to get to it? I don't know. So 2/3 of the way down towards the water's edge. Video footage from near to the pump house later showed a vehicle driving through the area at around 2:50 a.m. on April 1st. An employee also stated that the building service gate had been struck by the vehicle. Broken vehicle parts collected later identified the vehicle as the Honda Civic. So she drives this Honda, right? This is a 2020 Honda Civic. So I wonder maybe he carried her parts and all that stuff in her vehicle. And he used her vehicle to do all this stuff, I guess. And then maybe to try to get rid of evidence, burn the car. You don't want to be tied to the vehicle. Okay. According to further footage from the pump house itself, at 3:02 a.m., a human figure was seen descending the bluff to the beach level. The figure appeared to make multiple attempts to walk between the beach and the service drive for the pump house that leaves around 90 minutes later. So they have video of somebody doing this stuff. So they had the medical examiner's office and DNA testing. Wisconsin State Crown provided a preliminary conclusion that the leg belonged to Robinson. Okay. Additional human remains were found on April 5th and April 6th, including a human foot that was located in the area where Robinson's car was destroyed. So these are all different locations. So where's that little map? Apparently it's gone. Oh, maybe I closed it out by accident. I guess I closed it out by accident, but completely different locations. I guess he took the effort to go to different places and discard the body parts. A burned out car. An eyewitness told investigators that she had seen a white male exit. So they have a lot of evidence. Exit the driver's door of Robinson's Honda Civic earlier in the morning of April 2nd. She then observed the man light a lighter and toss it into the driver's door window of the vehicle. Yeah, look at this guy. And Anderson was later identified having caught a bus heading away from the area where Robinson's burned out car was found. So this guy's not too smart. I mean, her cell phone was pinging, but he was seen multiple times. I guess he was hoping to I it's just, I don't get it. I don't understand why anybody would do this. But I guess he was trying to make it look random. Like they went on their date, and then I thought she went to go do something else. And then 2 hours later, she came to his place. I don't get it. I don't know how this guy thought he was going to pull this off. Because I was wondering, yeah, he dismembers her and I guess puts her and her body or whatever in the car, dismembered, and uses her vehicle to do this stuff that he's doing, going to different locations. and then coming to the final location and burning it. And I'm thinking he has to be familiar with all these parks. Probably visits these parks all the time. The woman had tried to flag the incident to passing drivers with footage obtained by investigators shouting, "He did that," pointing to the man and calling for someone to call the fire department. The alleged arsonist, a male in dark trousers, a dark gray hooded top, and carrying a tan-colored backpack with tan straps, then boarded a city transit bus. Surveillance footage from the inside of the bus showed that Maxwell Anderson was on board. So this is after the murder. Wow. Miss J. Friends say he was childish and will go off easy. They said he's super weird and gets drunk at work all the time. Really? Oh, Courtney, no way. Courtney says, I heard that he used the city bus to discard body parts around the city. Wow. NB, if you could email me at ikemel@gmail.com. Yeah, he got like a Jeffrey Dahmer thing going on, seems like. So this guy's seen on the bus. They got video of him everywhere, it seems like. The burned out Honda Civic was later searched, and clothing consistent with that worn by Robinson on the evening of April 2nd. A black puffer coat, light blue ripped jeans, and white shoes was found. The remnant of an iPhone consistent with the type of iPhone Robinson was known to have was also discovered from the vehicle. So I guess he burned the phone. I guess so that's why they're saying remnant. Burnt the phone inside of the vehicle. And so he was arrested. He's being held on a $5 million bond. A preliminary examination is set for April 22nd. I wonder if he's just going to plead guilty or he's going to keep going on with it. Plead not guilty and try to whatever. News alert. Rumors are being spread on Facebook that the accused murderer, Maxwell Anderson, has been released from the county jail. He has not. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Maxwell Anderson. I'm just curious what else they had to say about him, maybe on Facebook. All right. So, yeah, he's still locked up. He's not been released. Okay. Wow. In the same city of Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh, okay. Check this out. So I guess a neighbor, Cameron, says, "Sorry to say, but Maxwell Anderson going to turn out to be some Jeffrey Dahmer shit with hella body parts coming out of his backyard. I'm praying for the family." So she posted this picture. Let me download it so I can zoom in and out, and I'll show you guys. This is the backyard of the guy's house. Let's take a look. I mean, nothing really stands out to me, but I will definitely, if I was the police, if there's any other evidence, they're definitely going to have to search his phones, computers. I mean, because he could have got away with all the murders, possibly. So I was saying, I wonder if it's his first time. Let's see, a little grill. Looks like you got a fire pit. Patchy grass. I don't know. I wonder if there's a basement in that place, too. Is that the email? Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. I was just it's funny that I was just looking at that on just now on Facebook. Okay. Oh, okay. This is a good post you sent me, though. It has more pictures. All right, let me download these pictures. 1, 2. 3, 4. I wonder if he lived alone too. That's what I'm very curious about. Because Jeffrey Dahmer, at one point, I don't know if his mother and dad were together at some point. I mean, obviously they were, but like from what I remember off my head, he was with his dad living in the place, and then his dad left him to his own devices. That's when it got really crazy. And then at some point, he went to live with his grandma, and he was killing. People are saying they should start digging up his backyard. This was to the right. Like some blocks, maybe some cement. I don't know what that is. Blocks. I mean, the dirt there does kind of look like, I don't know. Looks a little, I don't know. They kind of lifted a little bit. Yo, Discord. Oh, Nancy Grace did a video on this. Okay. We show the other pictures. Oh yeah. Oh damn, that's a little creepy. Wait, hold on, I'll go back. That looks like a mound of dirt right there. I don't know. Oh, no death penalty in Wisconsin, yeah. Let's see what else. Is any other pictures of interesting? They got the mound. I guess they show this one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they need to check that backyard. Might not hurt to look in the backyard. That's criminal complaint. Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah, this document has everything. It's a good document, criminal complaint. This was the last text message conversation obtained. Outgoing messages from Robinson. The conversation occurred between 4:15 and 5:18 and April 1st. Okay. Outgoing messages from Robinson. Where are we meeting? I can do 5. Downtown somewhere. Okay. Brat House on 3rd. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to take a shower. I'll probably get there more around 5:15. Are you hungry? I need to stop at Twisted Fisherman to pick up my W-2 from last year. We could eat there first. Okay, yes. Are we eating at Brat House or the other place? Let's eat at Twisted. I'm feeling seafood. Yes, I love seafood. Sounds good. I'm about to leave. I'll be there soon. Just got to Twisted. Okay, are you inside? Yes. Okay. They have very specific details on this. All right. Yeah. Check my email. I've also seen from activists out there that the dad has been messing around in the backyard prior to the cops planning to check the yard, etc. Really? I think that for the criminal complaint and Nancy Grace's video, I think we should do a separate live a little bit later. Because the thing is, people rewatching this live stream, they're gonna be watching because of the original thing. So I think it's better to have a different live. And this document is pretty detailed. It's 10 pages long with a lot of details. We can go over this for sure on a separate live and then watch Nancy. Nancy did a whole episode. Oh, shoot. This article has details that about the hole he dug in the basement. Oh, man. Let's see. Basement. He said he was building an underground basement. What? All right, so yeah, we're going to have to come back and cover this. Wow, there really could be some more bodies. This really could be some type of Jeffrey shit or wannabe Jeffrey.
Body part. Friday evening blankets have a rap sheet.
Yeah, let's do this then. So we'll come back later and we'll do this article, the criminal complaint, which is it's so freaking detailed. It's gonna take quite a bit to get through. It might have a lot of the information we already covered, but it just goes more in depth. So yeah, let's do that. So we'll come back a little later and cover both. Who knows what's going to come out of this story? Email, yeah, you could do a whole show on this before that, and that's before the updates. Yeah, I want to give it a separate stream. I don't want it to get lost in this because you got to think about the people that are going to rewatch this. This is going to be like an hour plus into the stream or 30, 40 minutes into the stream. So yeah, I'll come up with a live later. I'll make a little thumbnail. I'll set everything up, and we'll come back later. Sure. All right. Maxwell Anderson. Maxwell Anderson. All right, man. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. Thank you so much for coming through, hanging out with me. Hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, take care, guys. Peace. I'll probably be, I don't know, it has to be after 2 Eastern, like gonna read Alpha David, yeah. Probably like 3 or 4. Am I even gonna have notifications though? Let me double check. I don't even have notifications for a long time unless I did it on the second channel. So we could come back in not too long of a time, but it'd have to be the second channel. Let me check the email again. Okay. So make sure you subscribe to the second channel. I don't know if we'll wait till that later or we'll just come back in a few hours. IkMLCC, subscribe to the second page. Let me see how far we are from. How far are we from 20K on the second page? Okay. We are 96 away from 20,000. All right, so I'll be back later. All right, I'll catch you guys. Peace. Bye. Oh, it's Saturday, big day Saturday. Ryan Garcia fight. It's getting hot. It's getting messy right now. Ryan Garcia and Haney. Oh man, there's so much mud being flung back and forth. Yeah, it's oh, he deleted all his posts this morning. Yo, he was going nuts. What happened? He deleted like 6-7 posts. He was going nuts. Ain't he? Oh man. Anyway, just show up to the fight. Show up to the fight, bro. All right, I'll see you guys in a few hours. Like maybe 3 hours. I don't know. 3 or 4. I don't know. I'll schedule in advance. All right. Peace. Bye.